Hey guys, my name is Simpzy. How you all doing? Welcome back to some more Rome Total War Remastered. Here today on the channel, we're back on RTR Imperium Surrectum. We're going to be starting a brand new campaign. Let's play. We're back on the brand new version, 0.3, and it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to be playing as the Roman Republic, so we're back on RIS. So, if you like the sound of that, feel free to leave the video a like and subscribe if you're new. Man, oh man, there's been so many changes to this mod. The campaign map has been expanded. There's a bunch of new factions. We've got Sparta here. We've also got Pergamon, just to name a few. We've even got the Pani, who are a horde faction. There's even like features that have been adopted from Barbarian Invasion and Alexander have been brought into, well, the vanilla load-in for Rome Remastered. Essentially, there's a bunch of new cultures as well. Like, they've changed up the culture system, going, at the moment, just for now, Greco-Roman, Tribal, and Eastern. That was from the, obviously, Barbarian Invasion DLC. That was copied from the Paganism and Christianity cultures. There's a bunch of new traits and ancillaries as well. What else have we got here? There's horde factions. There's even like a shield wall formation from what I saw. There's a bunch of unit variation as well. So I can't wait to sink my teeth into a Roman campaign. I am open to do some potentially other factions, but I think starting as Rome, my favorite faction, is always a lot of fun. And it's really good just to sort of test out this latest version because I haven't played it before. So I'm going in. I don't know how things are going to go, to be honest. But without further ado, I think we'll start things off. And I think this is okay as well for the modifiers there. Okay, sweet. Let's start the campaign. Okay, guys. Welcome to the campaign map. Here is Rome, the Roman Republic. Okay, so I've got a notification here. People in flight. The Pani. Okay, yeah, so that's that horde faction now. There's all these crazy screams going on. I will do a toggle photo to start things off because I want to show you the brand new updated campaign map. It also should look a little bit different as well because there's been a sort of campaign overlay that's been brought on in. So we'll go through as much of the features that I kind of know of. I'm sure there's even some that I'm going to miss out in this. But yeah, we're back doing a Roman campaign. I can't wait to see how this goes. So I think the objective of this series is to form the Roman Empire. I don't know how long it's going to take, so strap yourselves in. This could be a long one. Depending how long this series takes, we could like get to our short victory conditions by either forming the Western or Eastern Roman Empire. We could leave it there or we could do more. Just depends on your guys' support. I am willing to do more episodes and a bunch of them on this series, but just support it and it will show more content. Okay, so let's just go with a toggle foe just to have a little squeeze around the campaign map, and this will also give us a bit of an idea of the new culture stuff that's been brought in as well. So as you can see, most of the Italian peninsula is Greco-Roman, and as you push eastward, for now it's Eastern because they've only got 3. And over here, Greco-Roman as well. So in this series is actually going to be a little bit different. It's actually going to be more advantageous for us to push eastward rather than west because it's going to take us quite a long time to convert these like different culture groups, as you can see. So we will have to keep an eye on our public order and cultural differences a bit more. Probably stop us steamrolling as well. But let's just have a look. There's been a bunch of added new regions just across the campaign map. Obviously Italy, we've got North Africa here as well. Here is Spain, France, Britain. Then we've got Scandinavia there, the Nordic countries. Check out the Greek states there, kind of crazy. Egypt as well has a bunch of new territory, particularly far down in the south. We've also got the Arabian Peninsula here. I think there's even some islands here as well, which is cool. And then, of course, we've got, what is this? Sort of India, sort of towards the east. And where are the horde factions? Yeah, so there's the Pani, as you can see. Essentially the Horde Parthia faction or whatever it is. Territory changed so much over here. I can't remember who owns it. We've also got... what is this? The Bosphorus? Yeah, so this is like Cimmerians. The Greek city-states over there as well. So that's kind of cool. That's just checking out the campaign map. What else can we have a look off to start things? Yeah, so let's have a look at the settlements and the religion. So we've got the Greco-Roman, Tribal, and Eastern. That's the thing that's going on there. Buildings-wise as well, we've got some grain imports. Also, this is a new thing, that it's nice, big, and expanded and blown up. Each faction as well has different unique construction types. For example, the Romans have vineyards, which give a +10 trade income bonus and a -1% tax income bonus there. The Greeks and the Carthaginians and a couple of others have different as well. Let's have a look at our faction leader, Gaius here. And let's have a look at the family tree, because this is a cool new feature as well. So here is his family tree. However, we can see all the Roman family trees. How cool is this? We've also got Cornelius Scipio, Publius here as well. Metellus, another Scipio. So we can really go all three of these and keep a track and sort of role play of our consuls, generals, and faction leaders as well. And if I'm not mistaken, we should be able to see some different traits as well. Greco-Roman, Commander, Patrician. Yeah, so I'm assuming like there's probably even different patrician classes and stuff as well. He's a patrician. Anyone else is a little bit different? I'm just trying to think if there's any other traits that I can sort of identify. Senatorial class, he's a senator. This man is a consul, so you can actually read through here as well. Like, the amount of detail in this is just absolutely insane. Okay, so let's talk about the plan for this series. How do we want to adopt this? So last time I played, crikey, it was about 7 months ago, I think. I played as Rome on a earlier version without this huge campaign map. I think last time the AI sort of dragged us westward. In my vanilla Scipii campaign, I think we started off in North Africa and then we sort of went east a bit more. The thing is with Rome Remastered, you're more or even in the vanilla version, it's more advantageous to push east than west, as there's a population and a wonder disparity. It's like, check how many wonders are here. Like, it's a huge amount. We definitely want to try and gobble those up. And it's also probably easier to take out the factions over here earlier on than later, because you can sort of get sucked up into the west here and be bogged on in. But we'll see how we go. We'll see how we get declared war upon. We might get drawn in any direction, which would be quite cool. So we've got Carthage to the south. We've got the Greek city-states and Sparta. And then we've got the Gauls and the Arverni over there as well. Alrighty, so let's send out some spies and see what we can do. So I think securing the peninsula is probably the play. So have we got all of the south under our control? Crotona, Tarentum. What's up here? Capua. So it looks like Sicily is divided with Carthage and 2 rebel territories. So I guess we pushed towards Messana. And then maybe Syracuse. So I might send an army down there. What have we got over here? What's over here? Oh, there's 2 territories. Ancona and Asculum. And what's in the north? Basically Cisalpine Gaul. So what we could do is, I think for this first episode, and probably for the next, is securing the peninsula. We could even make a fort wall here in these narrow passes to block any roaming barbarian, Gallic, or German tribe. So we can just get rid of those there. I think securing the peninsula. The thing is, if we put military forces into Sicily, we might start the Punic War. I don't think we're at war with anyone, are we? Just want to have a quick look back here. Nah, we're not. So the victory conditions: hold 100 settlements. That's a lot. Crikey. Okay. So we're currently hemorrhaging a lot of cash as well. That's something we need to keep an eye on. Okay, so I guess we go towards which territory? It's probably the same. Just early on. I was just trying to think. So Ancona is making slightly more. So let's move my spy in there. That will give us the ability to march on in without siege equipment if need be. I'll also move my diplomat north to try and find... maybe the Gauls might be hanging out there anytime soon. We'll see. Okay, so let's have a look. In Rome, we currently have Gaius here with the unit of Equites, Triari, Principes and Hastati. Early on, we definitely trying to get as many Principes as possible, but I believe they've also rechanged the recruitment structure as well. So if I'm not mistaken, we're not going to be able to recruit in every region just yet. Yeah, as you can see, we're not going to be able to until we construct military buildings, which are here. Yes, and let's have a look at this as well. So it's going to be a while before we can get Hastati, Equites, Vilites in abundance. I believe they've also changed the religious as well. Wow, okay, so the shrine to Minerva, the shrine to Saturn, and Mars as well. So that's something we have to look at as well. There's a bunch of new buildings I have to learn, which is always going to be cool. Okay, I think we mobilized, okay, half our armies north into Umbria, and then the other half we marched to Sicily, I think. And then we're going to keep a watchful eye on Epirus. And I do want to start making some plays over east if we can. Okay, so who have we got here? So I guess we just leave the Hastati in there. We take the Triaria, yeah. So we'll grab everyone here, we'll leave you there. We'll march to the border. I wouldn't mind sieging if we could. And Italic Hastati. I guess we leave you there as well. And we'll bring up the cavalry. Okay, so Capua. You have a unit of Samnite Hoplites and the general. So we'll send the general up. Okay, so then what do I do with you? Do I send you south or north? It's going to take you quite a while to get there though anyway. Because most of these are like rebels and free city people. I guess I send you north. And then everyone else will mobilize south. So what's this? Heavy infantry. A lighter variant. So we'll move you... Hang on. What I'll do, because we're not going to be able to get everyone down here. I think we prioritize Hastati over Vilites that have to stay. So we'll move you there. We'll move you here. Protect you. Okay, we've got a navy here. Can I somehow dock you in here? We'll move you here just to control the strait. The problem is pirates and roaming ships as well, which could be annoying. Okay, so I think that's all our military moving about. Okay, I think it's time to dive into some construction. So, okay. So, what's that? Oh my god, that's a large ballista. Really? Oh, to be fair, it's not worth it. Like, money-wise. 2,700. Far out, that's a lot. It'd be worth it, though, like, in a battle. Like, for cost effectiveness? No way. But I would like one, so then we can attack settlements in one turn. What do we need to prioritize, firstly? I think in Rome, probably a port is not a bad idea for Rome itself. I feel like each region is going to be dependent. Like, we are hemorrhaging so much. We're going to go into debt if we're not careful. We got to start taking some settlements quick. Okay, in Arretium, I think getting a tier 2 barracks would be a good idea. Further south in Capua, I think a vineyard to increase trade, because most of my trade is probably going to be able to flow out of Campania. And then we kind of don't have enough really to get much else. Like, if we get like one Principe unit and then like another down here, I don't know if we're going to be able to afford it. Oh, we can't even recruit down here. That's disappointing. Yeah, we're already hemorrhaging cash if we buy that. We really don't have enough. Okay, I guess we end the turn and continue. Is that enough to march on over, though? That's a lot in there. I think I might wait for that a little bit more. And we'll start sieging out here, I guess. Okay, let's end the turn and continue. And see how the AR reacts, if we get attacked or anything. Whoa, a lot of rebels just spawned and popped on out there. Some are posturing there on the border. And one have broken away down here. That's something we're really going to have to watch out for. So, faction announcements. Lucius Cornelius Scipio is now a tribunus. Is that like a military tribune? I don't know. And he's opened up a small network as well. Did they just move some troops out? Potentially. Okay, so let's mobilize then. Oh, so there is a land bridge there, technically still. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm actually move my navy back. It's not the ships acting as a weird thing. They kind of are, actually. Okay, what I'll do is we'll start sieging out Messana with a battering ram and 4 ladders. I like to go with the ladders because obviously it takes longer to recruit siege towers and they can be burnt down. Sapping points actually not too bad if you have a pike or hoplite heavy faction to get on in. Ladders expose your units, but they're indestructible, so they're always better to go for them. And we'll send... Can I send you over somehow? Why can't I send you over? If I go here?
We can't do that, sir. Imperator. Orders. Forward. Move out.
Okay.
Imperator.
You wanted to go
General.
through the settlement way. Oh, it doesn't matter, you can stay there. Alright, move back to Tarentum, please. Okay. So after that end turn, we're still hemorrhaging a bit. 4-4-2, and we're losing a lot more as well. So we'll siege this out. Damn it, we didn't get the RNG of the spy opening up the gates, which is annoying. Who's this? Just a rebel diplomat. Okay. No Gauls or anything? Because it probably wouldn't be a bad idea to even trade for them early on. Alright, so we're in a financial crisis at the moment. We're in a huge debt, but we have been attacked here in Messana, which would be good. Oh, wow. So Cornelius Scipio has been attacked. It's a close one. What I'll do... So I'll chuck a quick save just in case the game crashes, because it is still sometimes an unstable mod at times. Particularly in that first version I had. I personally had a lot of crashes, but I don't know about this next version. Anyway, we'll fight this one. But I'm a weirdo. I have a lot of programs running. Obviously, when I record my series, I've got... I'm recording the game, I've got audio running as well. Got a bunch of stuff running compared to a normal person, like running this mod. It could just be me. Which it is quite often the time, particularly when you're running mods.
The omens are not favorable, but that is an excuse made by the weak and feeble. We are neither, and so face the day with calm hearts. Do not fear these rebel slaves. They are only slaves, and will die as easily as cattle. The first move in this particular game is theirs, I think. Those fools have never fought against me before. I hope to give them a nasty surprise. And before we start, just remember, they are more scared of us, true Romans to a man, than we are of them.
Alright, let's go. Let's start the deployment. Alrighty, so what are we working with? Hastati, 2, 1 Principe, Triarii, and the Vilites. I wish I had a bit more cavalry in this one because they have some decent cavalry of their own. So I think what we'll do is just grab everyone up. Do we go with a triple axis formation early on? It's probably not a bad idea. Is that the Triarii? Make sure it's on the right. And we'll check the Vilites just behind. And we'll move the cavalry. Actually, it might be better off to move this slightly back. Whoops. There. What was that? How to use heavy cavalry? I don't need that advice, thank you. Alright, let's get back in. Why is it zooming me out weird? Alright, cavalry move up because we're probably going to charge. We'll start and pause just for a sec because I want to have a look at the new units. Because there's been so much added terrain. Looks gorgeous. These guys have done an insane job porting this from the original. Looks awesome as always. Huge shout out to the RIS team. And then we've got our Equites here as well. Even the banner. Cool. Alright, let's unpause after we've had a look at those chaps. Okay, so they were skirmishers, weren't they? We do have a reinforcing unit here coming in. Let's move you up. So, where are they coming from? They're coming for the left of the screen. So this is just a skirmisher unit. We'll charge and you will pivot around. And we'll go on in. There we go. Okay, and we'll try and get you fellas in as quick as possible. So I'm curious to see... Oh no, was that? Who was that? Oh god, okay, enemy general form. Well, that just scared the hell out of me. Sometimes there was a huge problem. I think it's not a huge problem. So they're now gone. So let's focus on these Cretan archers. There was a thing that was happening in the early access version that I'm still a little bit triggered by. Anytime I play Roma Remastered, the generals had like hardly any hit points for some reason. Like, for example, the general unit as a whole was fine, but the actual individual general unit itself, anytime you would either hit from the side, the rears, or behind, there was a really high chance that the individual leader would die. And it did get patched out and buffed, but it was a thing when we were playing early access. So every time I charge in like that, I go, oh, have we lost him? Have we lost one of our boys? No, we haven't. Oh, they've come back in though. Okay, so they're starting to advance. Just trying to think if we should swing around here in a sec. It actually might be advantageous for me just to hold a front line instead of a triple axis. We'll go like that. Alright, what's going on over here? So those archers have been neutralized. And we lost 2% in trying to knock out their 25. So let's just speed that up. Okay, let's move around here. So what's coming up? Missile cav. What I'm worried about actually... Like those peltasts aren't going to be an issue. Same with the hoplites. It's this here. It's the Greek general unit. Arguably, they are probably better than our units. Our general cavalry units. I think we form up something like this. Where's the Triarii? Because I do want to try and... I just don't know how my general's going to hold. Because look at that. Even though we're hitting, like, archers and a skirmish unit, we got a little bit battered off that. You guys have skirmish mode on, eh? Yeah, you do. So they'll start skirmishing. They should have the range. I might even move the equites up. So the vilites up slightly. Okay. So we're just currently trading a little bit of skirmisher fire. Gotta watch out for those hoplites that are moving up. What's around the back here? Okay. Cavalry is quite responsive in these earlier Total Wars, so we can really leave it to the last minute of charges. I might try and completely avoid this. Oh, you're actually getting run down here. What? You've broken out of it, but just... Why have you moved? You guys need to be in some sort of guard mode. Okay, we're getting wrapped around here. Okay, we're gonna have to get out some attack orders. Okay, they're now breaking, which is good. Give chase on that. Go for the general unit now. Okay, so a couple pockets of fighting are breaking out. You need to come over here. Look at that, they're losing a lot in that fight. We need to get these Triarii out. Okay. There goes the general, that should be okay. I'm going to rotate you out. We're going to be okay and we're going to win this one, but things got really chaotic there. I want to try and get some cinematic shots if I could. Nah, alright. I just went a bit micro heavy. Okay, so what's going on here? A couple blobs there. Okay, you guys can push into the back of that, fine. I was like, oh, I'll bring these Triarii around because they're going to help with the general unit, but we actually managed to catch it. Maybe I was being a little bit too apprehensive. Maybe even a little bit scared of those units. But to be fair, my generals are taking a beating. They're not as strong as they were previously. I could be wrong in that assumption, but I don't know. Anyway, let's give out some attack orders here. We shouldn't be sitting doing nothing. You boys are doing okay over here. What are you fighting? Peltast, see you set. 25%, that's fine. Get them around. Skirmish Cav is just going to kite them, so move around here. We want to try and wrap around these Greek hoplites if we can. If you want to pin them down, you pivot. They're doing sweet. Okay, so we're going to win this battle. It's just only a matter of time now. I might try and get my Vilites around so they can attack. You're doing fine here. You might be able to get a shot off. Might be a bit overkill, but it'll work. And now they should be able to be destroyed and capitulated. We surrounded them there. Those hoplites. So it's even made... No, hang on. A little bit of an overkill that. Don't do that. With these rebel factions, it's actually made these battles worthwhile because of the unit diversity is absolutely awesome. Okay, let's give out a commander to go here. So the first battle of the series, the Battle of Messana. We're going to take the Holy Port City. And what I'll do is I'll continue to try and run down as many of them as we can. Give out some attack orders. There's obviously a cool shot in the Kingdom of Heaven series. I always bang on about Messana. That's the only reference in like pop culture I can remember of it. Alrighty, let's have a look at the casualties sustained and inflicted. So, clear victory. It was alright. We engaged that first army quite alright. We just charged at them straight on. Things got a little bit hairy when they started wrapping around my line, but Hastati, Principe in triple axis formation and with their pillar, they're going to stand quite fine. They can hold their own. Probably need to use guard mode a bit more. Just looking at that. So we deployed 1,223. And we only lost just 200 or so when they deployed 1,000. So that's really quite cool. Casualties sustained and inflicted. Look, as long as you don't lose half of what the enemy deployed, I think that's a good battle. I think that's 4 Total Wars. Let's have a look. Who did most of the work? Principes. Really? The Hastati did better. And then the cavalry dominated as always. They've also updated the screenshots as well, which is very quite cool. Can't wait to see more of them as we, well, load on in. So Messana has now been taken. So I think I might have to deal with the settlement first before I can deal with any of this. The Cis settlement has fallen to the might of your army. So we can occupy, enslave, or exterminate. I think we need to start enslaving because we do need to build up the palace in Rome so that we can hit Marian reforms, which will be still quite some time. So let's enslave, and as this settlement is Greco-Roman, we're going to have very few, if any, conquest opposition, which is awesome. So we've got a suitable husband for someone. Good defender, Greco-Roman, 36, Lucius Fabius, sure. And the marriage has gone on. Marcus Gallus has come of age. And Gaius Regulus is in Rome. Okay, well you you two boys, you two 16-year-olds, will get you to oh, even they have the culture there as well. Ah, I wonder if we start taking foreign territory, will we get generals that are from Iberian or Eastern or like Barbarian origins or Carthage origins? That'd be cool. Yeah, anyway, you two 16-year-olds can be in command of moving this artillery piece all the way up. They're not going to be able to get there in time, which is fine. So, we might have to stagger things slightly. So, we'll move you up. If we can. And we'll move you guys up as one unit. Trying to get there. Okay, cool. Okay, we've really got to sort out our financial situation. We are really hemorrhaging cash. I'm trying to think how we can get it down. Because even conquering territory, we're not going to make a huge dent into it. Maybe we have to go into our taxes and go around every single province and have a look at what we're working with. So if we drop this to very high, what's going to happen? That goes to a -1 pop growth. We really can't afford that in Rome because we need a massive population surge there. If we reduce the races, that's going to put our income down. So maybe we have to go one by one and have a look. There might actually be certain settlements that it's just not an option to put the tax rate up. So at least we can raise it to high in Capua. A little bit higher in Arretium. Yeah, not so much in Tarentum. Oh, we can put it up here. Oh no, that's minus as well. As long as it's neutral in a couple of regions, that's not too bad. Okay, that's not acceptable. What about Regium? That's fine. Messana, fine. Okay, so even just doing that little minor tax buff, we've managed to knock it back quite a bit, nearly roughly around about 1,500. Oh, that's alright. Okay, right, so do we push upon the initiative here? That's what I'm sort of thinking. Do we declare war upon the Greeks? 4 units in there. 5. I was like, we might be able to make our way over here. We need settlements. I'm just trying to think if I should declare war upon the Greeks. So they will have territory up here. Actually, that might be okay. I might be able to peace out with them. If we do so. Even if we don't make peace with them, we can maybe even push into Greece via Greek territory. It's in like Athens. We could swing around and make Athens our port of call rather than the east. That could be a play. From what I can remember, you can get a... Is it this game? An academy? Over there? I can't remember. Maybe I think I'm Rome too. I think you get a bonus for taking Athens though. Marble. And a couple other stuff. Yep, you know what? I'm going to risk it. To be honest. What I'll do, though, is... I'll move this Astarte unit back so I can get this general unit over. Who's a lot more valuable. Oh, okay. I just stuffed up my tax doing that. It's because it was very high when he was in there. Now that he's not, it's been reduced. Okay, well let's get everyone here. What's going on with the Greeks? Can I see the foreign policy for them? Like, what's the go with Greece? Okay. Oh, wow. They are allied with the Egyptians and the Spartans. I did not comprehend that. That is a huge alliance pack. Macedon are allied with the Seleucids. Carthage, no one. Pani. Pergamon, Armenia. Man, I'm all on my own. We're allied with no one. Do we risk it? They are super far away, though. But they're a huge kingdom. Sparta, they ain't going to do anything. Because they probably don't even have a port, do they? Old shipwreck. Maybe then. We'll just have to keep an eye out of them. Because we're going to have to go to war with the Greeks anyway. Or they're going to attack us at some point. Yeah, I'll do it. I'll YOLO it. And we might even have to drop that down a bit anyway. Alright, let's declare war upon the Greeks. And let's make some siege equipment. Oh, see, they do have a slight additional reinforcements here. Dionysus of Syracuse. So that really hasn't changed my diplomatic standings. No, because this isn't Rome 2. They're not going to be called in. Okay, we'll siege that out. We'll deal with the consequences of that next turn. Okay. Anything else here? No. Right, what's going on up and over here? The spies failed to open the gates. We've got some Celtic spearmen, skirmishers, and some light cav. Alright. So if I'm not mistaken, my equipment's been built. Yep. And we'll fight this one here. So we'll chuck a save. We haven't got the most amount. Oh my god, we got like no infantry. Damn it. I'm just calculating. Is that enough to go against Spear? Yeah, we'll risk it. We'll risk it. I should be able to do it. I do have to be sort of a little bit precautious going into battles, as I haven't played this version, so I am running off sort of Rome and remastered in the previous version knowledge. Look, hopefully the Equites should be able to do it, but I think Gallic Spearman got a buff.
My priests have watched the skies, and the birds in all the heavens move in our favor. Such good portent should never be ignored. Over there stand the rebel slaves. They are braver and more worthy than men of their type have any right to be. We are here to do one job. Prevent them from taking the town at all costs. I have never lost a battle against these people. Why should I start losing now, with men such as you at my command? Another victory is at hand. And remember this above all. Our Roman gods are watching. Make sure they are not ashamed!
Okay, boys. The Roman gods are watching. Okay, what are we working with? Nothing too crazy. Triarii will move you up. Is it worth flinging you around? No, probably not. So I'll just drop that. I'm actually better off to have you fellas put your skirmish mode on. The problem is there's only one way in if we do that. But let's start. We'll send out some orders. And let's have a look. General units in this line. And what exactly are you? You are a companion cavalry unit. Wow, that's pretty cool. So these are definitely more Macedonian inspired. Now we've got the Principes and then the Triarii moving up. I'll move you up as reinforcements and we'll speed things up. We'll go and bash and break down that wall if we can. And gate, and we'll get ourselves in. Here are the Celtic rebels, holding a Roman settlement to ransom. And we've nearly broken our way in through the wooden gates and the Free Peoples. Move you up slightly, you should be able to get some shots off if you're not careful. Do I have to give out an order? I want you to be able to arc your shot up and over if you can. No, you're not going to be able to do it. Alright. Maybe skip out the order here. And we'll charge on in. Looks like their slingers are going to stand and fight for whatever reason.
The walls are taken.
Let's move you in. We'll give you the attack order for the Triari. And we'll move the cavalry in as well if we can. We'll try and flank, I think. Just try and hit them from all points. We'll try and carve our way through those slingers. It looks like we have. By the look of it, brilliant. Yeah, shame they didn't get their shots off, which is annoying. Alright, we'll give chase. Our cavalry is starting to surge on in. And let's give out some orders. Now, you do have to be careful when going in a city like this, as we still have ultra unit scale on. Now, it's usually fine for land battles, but settlements wise it can get a little bit iffy at times. So we've just got the Triari and the Principe engaging their warband here. They're slowly but surely punching their way on through. Good stuff, boys. Keep it up. Alright, back over here, say. Let's try and... What's this? Spear unit. Just got to be careful. What's there? Okay, maybe go for that then. Go through this lane. You can sit there. Let's drop a special ability and rally. Even though we're fine. We've only lost 2%. They got more cavalry there. So we're going to send through the Equites here. To hit their Gallic bodyguard. They're going to skirmish me off a little bit. But that should be okay. Trying to think if we should hit this from multiple sides. We might be able to. Can we commit a spear unit here? A cavalry unit against those slinger units. Okay, they're now routing. Try and give the companion and you guys a little bit more attack orders, because you're way more efficient. So it's these guys that should be moved out slightly. Okay. We've managed to take out 40%, which is good. They are skirmishing me here a little bit with their Gallic light cav. But everyone else is doing fine. Punching on through. They just got their other units in reserve. Okay. Enemy general fallen. Perfect. And we'll start making our way through here.
General is killed. Fear makes a home in our enemies' hearts.
Triarii, maybe hit that. And we'll get my Principes to move here. These two units go against the Gallic unit. And we'll keep the generals in reserve here. Okay, now that we're sort of hitting these guys all angles, we'll send you in. No one's over here. Now, this is what I'm curious about. Can we push through the spearmen? Now that they're in the town square, they will have essentially invincibility, because they will fight to the last man. But if we can start making a dent enough into them, it's not going to matter. Yeah, so Principe has started to go for that. You go for this. Generals, just try and cycle charge. That's what I want. 80. Okay, we've initiated the countdown. 2 minutes remaining. It's reset now. What is that? It's because we moved out slightly. Okay, we've got some Hastati trying to carve up the last of these spearmen. We've managed to get a decent and glorious victory against the Barbs. To be fair, the men of Messana, the hoplites, sort of the Greek-inspired units, probably put up more of a fight. We'll keep you in here at least. Anyway, victory will end it there. Cool. They outnumbered us by 2. So Gaius Slapinsa versing Captain Lugatorix, deployed 2 more than me. That's quite funny. Equites got the most casualties inflicted, 211, and for their hard work they took the casualties. Alright. A good general not only sees the way to victory, he also knows when victory is impossible. Alright, good quote. Alrighty. I guess we enslave again. Now, in this place, can we bump up the tax? Yeah. So we are making a dent into it, slowly. We're just going to have a huge debt. Now I'm just wondering, do we get rid of this navy or something? Because that's costing us a bit. Yeah. Let's get rid of the navy. We just can't afford it. Like, that's something that's probably a bit expendable that we can get gone. So now it's only... It's under 1,000. We've got some more retainers growing. Okay. Not really much else we can do. I guess we end the turn and continue to see how the Greeks react. We might have a crack against them. Wow. What the... Did they just spawn that? That's insane. Ceasefire in effect. Thrace and the Galatians. Holy cow. I don't reckon we can punch through that. Nine? No way. Damn it. Oh well, looks like we're going to have to pull back. That was a misplay by me. To be fair, I wasn't expecting the garrison to be that strong. Well, we will be able to at least get rid of the faction leader. We'll play this one, because we don't want to auto-resolve it. Particularly with a faction leader. They do get some insane buffs in the auto-resolve. But that should be negated if we fully surround him. We don't need to hear the speech for this one.
Prepare to defend yourselves.
Okay. So, go like that. And something like that.
Your reinforcements have arrived.
Alright, where is he? He's up the hill.
This is hopeful news indeed.
And we'll just charge and try and surround him. Ideally, if this was like CK, I don't know, 3 or something, we would capture him and hold him for ransom. Because a dead man is not really much value. He's got some Greek archers with him. Because he is the faction leader of the Greek world. Okay. Let's charge on up. Skirmishers. And we'll start flanking. Pull you here. Let's go something like that. Definitely try and skirmish if you can to soften them up. Triarii coming on in. And now go. wrap around slightly a bit further if you can, please. Okay. That's a lot better. Just move my skirmishers out.
The enemy king runs from the battle. Will his
There we
men
go.
fall, or have they more
Perfect.
The enemy king has been slaughtered.
Let's end the battle there.
Rome demands
170. Yeah, so they even took out as many as they deployed. We could show some mercy, maybe. As the rest get pushed back down to the north, we'll give chase. We'll get rid of it. Damn. That's quite a large army there. So we've managed to sort of rattle the bees / hornet's nest for all intensive purposes. Okay. We'll push around here now to Asculum. And with the beauty of this ballista now, we're going to be able to attack in one turn. So we might actually leave a general unit here. Gaius Pictor. An unfortunate last name. Do you have the blood of the Picts in you? No. No, it's just a coincidence. Let's get rid of this army. And we should be able to take Asculum now. Yeah, although it's quite costly, that ballista, it's going to allow us to, like, just march on in. So, clear victory. We deployed just under 1,000. They deployed 700. We did lose quite a bit, though. And we'll continue to enslave. Hey, we're finally making some money up in here. Perfect. Alrighty. So, looks like Italy has been secured in the south, at least. Oh, looks like the Greeks want to move into my sphere of influence. Do they want peace? Very demanding.
Surely, be quick.
Trade.
Surely, you jest.
Me just being a coward. Alright. Well, we'll hold in here. We'll be able to turtle up and hit anything that comes against us. I have no fear. Man, what a misplay that would have been if Egypt and the Spartans were like, huh? We want a bit of action in this. We want to send some units on over. Okay, so can we put up... Well, actually, what I'll do is I'll move everyone out. I might leave the companion cavalry here. So can I increase the taxes here? Yeah, but they're not going to be too happy. Okay, we'll march north because I have a feeling that's not the last we're going to see of the Greeks. To be honest, they could be going for... Well, they should be going for towards the Ligurians and Genoa anyway. Alright, let's end the turn and continue. And see how the AR reacts. Will we get any surprises or anything? Diplomatic information. The Aravaci. I believe that's the Spanish. Yeah, I'd assume so. The Iberians. They're at war with Carthage. So some fierce fighting has broken out in the Iberian Peninsula. And the Antigone Kingdom, the Macedonians are at war with the Galatians. And we've got some other faction announcements as well. I think you will get the majority of your traits. Well, not the majority, but a decent amount if you put your generals into settlements, which is cool. I'm going to move my spy up just to see. What's this? Okay, just a barbarian. Army. What's down here? Still a lot. So we're going to need huge military investment down there. We're not going to be surprised attacked on the coast, are we, or anything? Happiness-wise, we're fine. I wonder if there's a bug. I've just sort of noticed I can see the settlements here. But the new ones maybe not. Oh, no, Capua's usually normal. Yeah, why can't I see it permanently up? Or maybe it's just that I last clicked on or something. I don't know. Anyway, we'll move you boys. Ooh, hang on. I was like, oh, we'll move you to Arretium to replenish and repair, but I might actually get Gaius, our faction leader, to go straight north and take this. Yep, we can take the settlement with impunity. Perfect. At this point, we just want to try and gobble up as many as possible. Bro, we have really turned around our financial situation. It's cost quite a bit. Okay, so we've actually taken a territory now that has a significant other religion. So 100% tribal, and we've marched on in, and they're not happy about that. So there's 0% Greco-Roman. We have to change that. We also should have access to some different buildings as well, which is cool. Yeah, so we're going to have to use Annex 1. We're going to have to build this to get 20% Greco-Roman. And we can recruit Roman troops. Oh yeah, so this is kind of like DEI. Cool. Alrighty, move you up here. How are we going for time? It's been about an hour. I think I might have to wrap things up here. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this first episode of my RTR Imperium Surrectum Roman Republic campaign. I've had an absolute blast here today. The campaign map looks gorgeous. I love playing as man. I have so much nostalgia for Roma Surrectum. I might need to put some clips up, but I used to play this game when I was like 15, like 16 on the original Rome so long ago. It might have been like 10, 15 years ago now. And it's weird being in my late 20s now, and we're back on this, and it looks great. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. That's pretty much it. I'm going to play the outro now and say thank you to this month's patrons and channel members. Go and join the RIS Discord if you haven't already. And a huge thank you to the fantastic mod team as always. We've smashed this one out of the park. And I really can't wait to sink some more turns and hours into this campaign. But so far, we're doing alright. We've taken Italy. Bit of a misplay down in Syracuse against the Greeks. But hey, that's total war. We'll deal with the consequences over the next couple of episodes. I guess it's a little bit of a cliffhanger. Will the Greek world sort of march everything against us? Only time will tell, as well with the war with Carthage. Anyway, take care, guys. Unfortunately, it's time to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching. Check out my social media links in the description below if you want to stay connected with me. I also want to say thank you to this month's patrons and channel members: Victor K, Sebastian C, Jordan K, Caesar L, Brian S, Tao, Lion B, Kyle P, Tom C, and White P. My name has been Simpzy. Much love from Australia. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.